on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game, this team has embraced proving people wrong all season. After they started the year unranked, now they've put themselves in a position nationally to possibly make the college football playoff. They do still have work to do, but he said, my guys in the locker room believe we can be some of the best in the country, and we aim to prove it every time we step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Vols will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. They don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Rashad Downs going to the air. He's got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's complete. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. He's at the 50, at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw one first. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. The snap sets up the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown Bulldogs. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they did tack on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On on the ground with the counter. Just smothered on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Davis. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Straight ahead, it's Gordon. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Past the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Bringing it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw. On the move. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third and long right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snags it over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keys. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback will keep it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. On the move. The Dogs want to move quickly. And the sack all the way back at the 5. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Out wide right, it's Davis. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback, part of their running game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Taylor wants to throw it. Got the back over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for the edge. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quick give. It's Gordon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Smith. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the catch, it's Morris. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Red Hawks able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mac.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. Taylor wants to throw it. Look out! Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide left, it's Davis. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation.
Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures.
Go, go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to beat. So try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Looking for space. It's Phillips. They put the brakes on it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Dogs drive.